postseason roster. Doesn't mean that either one of them couldn't be added in the next round, but they will not throw in this three-game series. And the Padres do not have a starter for Game 3. So Paddock, his production of utmost importance if San Diego wants to win this series. Runner on second and 12.
Come on, bro.
Hitter of this first inning, it's Dexter Fowler for St. Louis.
When you look at the season for young Chris Paddock, it's really been inconsistent, and that inconsistency, we've been told, has come from the velocity and command of that fastball. We're seeing that again today.
Oops. As well.
The changeup is grounded to the right side. Cronenworth has it, and Fowler.
That boy.
Before St. Louis, since
Dang it, bro.
the first inning, they pitched to Paul Goldschmidt, got a first pitch fastball, and he
You gotta be kidding me.
His 7th home run of the season.
Stupid Padres, bro. Paddock. Paddock is whack, dude. Them Padres are, oh my god, I can't, I swear, dude, Padres are, I can't freaking. Freaking Paul Goldschmidt hits a 2-run shot. Yadier Molina brings in, bro, Matt Carpenter.
Official tire of Major League Baseball.
I swear, dude, if Paddock keeps pitching like this,
Sunday afternoon.
it.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now, and we
Play
are
this
ready
game right
for
here.
some daytime baseball.
Afternoon for Tampa Bay.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing well. Winners of 5 straight prior to that game.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning Game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road.
Ooh, that's a ball.
This is a big one for this ball club.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop. 64 degrees our temperature here at and a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with
that a boy. That a boy turn 2.
And that gets him as well, a double play.
That a boy turn 2.
Look at the Rays starting 9. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you have to love the thump that Joey Gallo's providing at the plate right now. He hit 40 home runs on the nose last year. You look at that on the back of a baseball card, you're like, wow, that's a nice season. He's that kind of a player, and you know what? He might be able to do that again this year.
Hold up, y'all. I'm gonna try to get the game for you guys. Okay, VPN on. Let's Try and get some baseball. Yes. Dude, that one's not good. Which one's good, bro? I'll try and get one so I can watch Padres. That one's not good either. Dude, which one's good, bro? Dude, this is dumb, bro. Which one's good? Oh, yeah, remember that one you have to pay. That boy get back on the board. I am not paying for no VPN. Oops.
Ball one to start the at-bat. 2 out, nobody on. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Roll, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it on.
5 stolen bases. What a combination of power and speed throughout the batting order. As the breaking ball's fouled off 1 and 2 still.
It's just like when I look at that lineup, I don't know that I've ever seen a more athletic San Diego Padres team. You got Grisham down there at the bottom. He plays center field. You got
Problem, I think at times hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you. They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate.
Yeah, boy.
I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything.
Yeah, boy, let's go.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Gene Segura standing in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Giants.
First offering on its way.
Gene Segura.
That boy Segura.
That's a base hit.
That boy.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout.
Let's go long.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Smoked the other way, high and deep to left.
That's gone. That's gone. That's gone.
On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Go home. Go first. Go first. Go
Cut and
first.
thrown to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying
that
to
was
move up.
close.
And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul
That was
Goldschmidt. He's got
scored,
a 5-game
bro.
hitting streak going. If you've got to start those big streaks somewhere, I like the way he's swinging the bat right now. Great approach. Very comfortable. Let's see if that streak continues today.
And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Trying to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
Now he extends nicely in this ball.
That boy Cruz. That boy Cruz. That boy Cruz. Ooh. That boy drive in one. That boy drive in one. Let's go Cruz.
This is the way you want to start the game on the offensive side.
Dude, this Giant squad, I swear.
Yourself in the scoring position, and you're able to bring them home with the gapper.
I swear.
That's the kind of thing that gets the whole lineup
This
excited
Giant
to put up some numbers.
Right. Come on, man. Hey.
A great chance here for the Giants to add on in just the first inning. Here's the first pitch to him.
Good eye.
No strikes.
Alright. It's only the early of the season. So, of course, he's going to be, like, you know, in there. Like, average.
The 1-0. This is on the ground.
That boy Machado. He
He
stopped him.
And the runner will advance to third now.
Alright, it's all good.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now.
Alright,
Swinging
Paul.
it well in the series
Let's go,
so
Goldschmidt.
far At a 4-for-10 clip. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a bouncing ball for Donaldson at third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side
It's
is
okay,
retired.
we do get one.
The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this.
Here's Joey Gallo now.
Leading off for the Rays, the right fielder, number 13, Joey Gallo.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this will be fouled away. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. Here's another 0-2. Gallo swings, and this one is crushed out to right field.
Dang.
Into the arcade and out of here.
Joey Gallo's off to a hot start.
2 home runs in 3 days. I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
They have gone wild. Who else is watching the postseason?
Seager behind with an 0-2 count.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside? Or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way? Time for a look at the San Francisco Giants on defense. And this
Who else is watching the wild card?
As much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
The most hits and a 4-run inning for the 4th time. Bader provided the big hits in the season for.
What up, guys?
Which got St. Louis into the postseason in a must-win game. Must-win in many ways, either to get into the postseason and up.
Played one game on Monday in Detroit. They might have had to play another game there. Winning that ball game, they were able to. All they did was sleep to try to catch up after all those double hitters.
They flew out.
The catcher.
Set to get his day started, Sam Huff. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager is giving this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Yeah, I love what Jace Tingler has done. I love the fact that he sends the kid back out there again, and I'm sure the conversation.
We mentioned Paddock's pitch repertoire, and it's relatively limited in its scope, especially when you compare it to Kwon Young Kim. So is that I mean, he's made it to this point on basically only a fastball and a changeup. Is that
proven to Chris Nick during the regular season? We know he was outstanding.
All right, boys.
And he fouls this one off.
Elevated fastball. Now I would imagine he's going to come back with that split-fingered fastball, try to get a chase for either a ground ball or a swing and a miss.
Right side, Jake Cronenworth, the fantastic rookie, handles it 2 down. Get your ice cold, Bud Light, Bud Light. Send the head. Get your ice cold.
Speed pitch just missed inside. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. This is line to left, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit.
Get in and get in.
Rounds the corner and is headed home. And the run will score all the way from first.
Batting it, the first baseman, Spencer Torquato.
Now at the plate, Spencer Torquato. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. From the stretch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Huff leads off second with one gone in the inning. Curveball grounded towards second. Wong is there, and the throw will not get him at third as he moves up on the ground ball. Now at the plate, number 2. He's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. First pitch of the at-bat. Not even close on that.
I'm not even paying attention right now.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake.
I'm just watching the playoffs right now.
He can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
What up?
The next 0-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world. Jump ahead 0-2, and then you toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
Into the box, Trey Turner, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's singled to open up the ball game. Comes set, the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Backhanded. And he is in there. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's now 3-1.
Almora.
Leading off the inning, Austin Romine, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First delivery to him on the way. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell.
Fires to left field. Deep far. Very good. A walk-off home run. This edition of the San Diego Padres is simply unbelievable. Welcome back to the 2020 Wild Card Series presented by Hankook Tire.
Dang, bro, I dropped my phone.
In one of the 3-game series between the 8-seed Brewers got in with a sub-500 record against the best team in the National League. What a thrilling win for the Braves over the Reds earlier today. Freddie Freeman with the walk-off winner after Trevor Bauer struck out 12, only allowed 2 hits over 7 2/3. The Braves come out on top. What a day of baseball, huh? You know, in a big-time congratulations, and I know you guys feel the same way, for Dusty Baker.
Oh, this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could...
All right.
go either way.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
5-3, the final score in this afternoon's game. The Rays took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Hunter Green earns the win, his second. Kirby Yates closes the door for the save, his fifth of the year. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney,
Oh, Jay Cornworth.
Thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Pedro, he's looking for a flag right now. Is there any kind of a wind gusting down there that might have been carrying the ball in that direction?
There are 4 pennants in dead pointing inward toward second base, so that might be exactly what they're looking at.
All right, hold up.
Didn't go over the fence. Exactly. Yeah. So leadoff triple for Cronenworth, and that brings Austin Nola to the plate. What a season it's been for Nola. What a career it's been for the former LSU shortstop. Fought his way through the minors as a middle infielder, finally made the move to catcher. It was behind the plate every day for the Mariners before the trade to San Diego. This will be his 20th game in a Padre uniform. Yeah, I don't pay any attention to that batting average as a Padre because there was a good explanation for that. You know, he was a guy in Seattle who knew that staff, and he was able to get extra hitting and work on his swing and do some things offensively. You know, he comes over here basically with, 3 weeks to go. He had a new pitching staff to learn, and a lot of credit goes to him for figuring that out and gaining their trust. And he sends this fly ball to right field, finding the son Fowler with the glove and the shades, 2 down, or probably 1 down. Let's take it to the studio now.
Time for today's wild card roundup, brought to you by Coors Light. The longest scoreless duel in Major League playoff history ended in the 13th, thanks to NL MVP candidate Freddie Freeman. Game-ending RBI single off of Amir Garrett. 1-0. The Braves take a 1-0 series lead.
All right, Kevin, thanks. On Nola's sac fly, the Padres get their second run across. Here's Jurickson Profar, and we saw Profar talking with some of his teammates. Here's the interesting thing with Kwang Hyun Kim on the mound for St. Louis. He's never faced the Cardinals before. Now, San Diego should have plenty of information on Kim. They're one of the few major league organizations that has had a full-time scout in South Korea for more than 5 years. They've watched film. All these years, they should have a scouting report, but Pedro, nothing beats seeing him in person.
No, and actually I asked Jace Tingler about that very fact. One of the things he said is, we're going to go old school baseball. When a guy's coming back in the dugout, he's going to tell the other guys, hey, his four-seamer does this, his changeup does that. It's pre-video days. Think about that. Probably from one of the days when Sutton used to be pitching.
Then a great view of Profar walking into left field after the bottom of the first.
Stepping up to the plate, Trent Grissom. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
San Diego, the center fielder.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Slapped hard the opposite way.
That boy,
Grissom is the left fielder to make the play for the first down.
Batting second, the shortstop.
I mean, he got the run over. It's kind of interesting that he does that, and it's more difficult to do what he did than what Profar just did there. Yet Profar gets credit for an RBI. He doesn't get an at-bat against him, and all that Nola has is an 0 for 1 to start the day. Trent Grisham to the plate in the 9-hole. Kim comes inside with the fastball. Interesting stats on Kim when he throws that fastball.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And up steps the big bat of Fernando Tatis Jr. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Come on, Tatis.
And this is high, a ball and a strike.
1-0.
Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Coming to the plate now, Manny Machado. Man at first for him following the one-out single. First offering on its way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. Tatis stands at first with one out. A ball and a strike now to Machado. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. O'Neill will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. On to first, and here's the second baseman, Colton Wong.
Leading off for St. Louis, the second baseman, Colton Wong.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy.
Cardinals with the lead 4-2 over the Padres. Moments ago, we caught up with St. Louis manager Mike Schill. You just talked with Yadier Molina. Can you tell us the value that he brings to this team every day, but especially in the postseason?
Yeah, you know, this guy's been through the wars, and he's a general. So he's knows what it's all about. Doesn't make it bigger than it is, but has the experience and wisdom to draw from. Just a great asset.
Does anything Paul Goldschmidt does these days surprise you?
No, that guy's a complete stud.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
All right, appreciate it, guys.
Goldschmidt's home run gave the Cardinals a 2-0 lead. They would score 4 in the first inning. And Dylan Carlson was a part of that. Doubled and came around to score. Carlson is the third Cardinals player aged 21 or younger to bat cleanup in a postseason game. Joining Stan Musial and Albert Pujols. That is elite company in St. Louis history.
Do you want to say those two names one more time?
Yeah. Stan the Man and the Machine.
I think even Stan the Man would have admitted for a decade there that the man in St. Louis was the machine, Albert Pujols.
Carlson watches that pitch miss low. this one down the line, and it's foul. They've done it in different ways, right? In different backgrounds.
Winner moves on. Loser sees their season come to an end. MLB Network brings you exclusive coverage of the winner-take-all wild card game. It's the one-game National League wild card playoff between the St. Louis Cardinals and the San Diego Padres. Hello again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian getting set to bring you this one on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Well, I really love these one-game wild card matchups to kick off the postseason. Kind of tough that your season comes down to one game after such a grinding season, but what's better than a winner-go-home game, especially when that's the case for both teams? Should be a lot of fun to watch.
The old holdout purists may scoff, but I got to tell you, this is as exciting as it gets, folks. One game to decide who moves on. It's the wild card playoff on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong.
Leading off
and we are set for baseball here this evening. And underway downtown tonight as the first pitch is taken for ball one. Lifted the other way to left center. Pham moving to his left. Makes the play, one away.
Batting second, the third baseman.
So digging in now, number 19. He's ready for his first AB here in this one. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Game time temperature tonight, a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. Ball one.
Come on,
as
Patty.
the changeup misses well off the inside. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Machado is there. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang
Go
play.
Machado.
Batting third.
Austin Nola was supposed to catch this game.
Paul Goldschmidt now. First chance scoring here in the top of the first with nobody
Because
on.
Castro's injured.
First offering on its way.
Number 22.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Top of the first, just underway at Petco Park. And it's fouled away.
I'm gonna put right down the middle like Paddock did it.
And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over.
Paul Goldschmidt.
3 go the Cardinals.
Come on.
And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Time now to check the hometown Padres lineup card in this one. Giro, tell us about this lineup as they try to survive the wild card game.
Come on.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win.
The command has not been there from the very beginning. The velocity was there early, but it seems to be going down. He had 6
day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
off-speed pitch in the dirt to keep that run from scoring.
Got Carlson at third, Molina at second, and Paul DeYoung at the plate. He's already doubled in this game. Padres have Matt Strahm getting loose in the home bullpen.
Back of the bullpen, 7, 8, 9 type inning early. But they made a lot of additions down there, along with Pomeranz and Rosenthal. They feel pretty good about holding the lead if they can get one.
One ball and one strike to DeYoung.
Partner, we talked that had it been framed better, might have made this 1-1 count in there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Dude, the Padres are.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Line toward right center. And
that boy Tatis
for a one-out base hit.
That boy Tatis.
And he's able to get back in there at first
That boy
safely.
Tatis.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard-hit line drive.
This is what about this team.
Here's Manny Machado now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line towards center field. Bader is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Batting fourth.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. He's set, and the pitch. Back up the middle. And the throw to Wong, and the inning is over. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Padgett has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job of keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Into the box now, Matt Carpenter. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. No score here as we play inning number 2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Yanked high and deep down the line in right. Myers is back near the stands as he hauls it in for the second out.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Dexter.
Digging in, Dexter Fowler. First pitch on its way.
Thanks, John, for Chris Paddock, the surprise starter for the Padres after 2 of their aces weren't on the postseason roster. 46 pitches, he allowed 8 hits and 5 earned runs. And he will turn the ball over. Yep.
Yeah, we talked about the inconsistency for Paddock all year long, and this outing here is a lot like his last outing against San Francisco when he didn't get through the 4th inning, allowing 5 runs and 3 homers.
North Dakota native Matt Strahm now on the hill for the Padres in the first pitch. It's waved at by Matt Carpenter. So we mentioned this earlier. The Cardinals are here thanks to pitching and defense. And now they've got 5 runs on the board, which means the pitching and defense could carry them. They're 23-1 when scoring 5 or more.
You know, it's really interesting. You're talking about their pitching and defense, particularly the defense, because a couple of years ago in 2018, they led the majors in errors. Last year, Mike Schilt, in his first year as manager of the Cardinals, cleaned that up. In fact, they committed the fewest errors last year in all of baseball. Kind of middle of the road now, but you give them a pass because of all the time they had off, because of the virus not being on the field. Collectively, now that they have been on the field, they've been back to being that elite defense.
Carpenter had a sac fly in the first inning. 1-1 is waved at. The TCU product down in the count.
I thought Mike Schilt might go to the bench here. He went to the bench in game 1 of the division series last year against Atlanta when he brought Matt Carpenter to home plate as the pinch hitter, and he tied the ball game up in the 8th inning.
Carpenter trickles one foul. He's really seen his production drop over the last couple of seasons. Struggling this year. Last year, career worst in a full season for hits, RBI, average, and OPS for the 3-time All-Star.
And I'll be honest, I think not playing every day has a big part to do with that. I think the fact that now the National League has the DH, and if they have the DH next year, I think he'll be around in that Cardinal uniform for another 2 or 3 more years because of that role.
There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back.
I don't even know why they're in the wild card
equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Settling in now, Mitch Moreland, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Moreland.
Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. Belted high and deep into right center. Bader ranging back, and it's gone.
Let's go Moreland.
Mitch Moreland with a solo home run, and the Padres bust out in front 1-0.
Listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, not the end of the world.
That is good.
Stepping in now, Tommy Pham. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Pham with an even 1-1 count now.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity on it.
Throw on to first, so a good comeback here as he gets the first out of the inning.
The second baseman, number 9.
Next to the plate for the Padres, number 9. 1
run
in
Warriors.
and 1 gone so far this inning. Pop straight up, number 19 into shallow left. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting in, the right fielder, Will Myers.
Into the box, Will Myers. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
That you land on, that you come off of to create the velocity. Yeah, he's fine. I think it just scared him more than anything.
Turned the ankle a little bit as he got on top of it. Jay Stigler, manager of the Padres, out chatting with him.
You know, I didn't have to deal with it very often, being a starting pitcher for most of my career, but I know one thing. A lot of times the starting pitchers tear up that landing spot out in front, and when you come in as a reliever and you try to find a spot for yourself and somebody else has already been there, let's say that Kim's landing foot is a little bit short of where Strom wants to get to. I mean, it can create a problem like that in a pitch.
Strom 6'2".
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. Myers, originally from the Tar Heel state of North Carolina. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
The catcher.
Boy, talk about frustrating as a pitcher, Zero. The pitch before that was some kind of a funky swing, and then he delivers a base hit on the next pitch.
Yeah, that's the name of the game right there. Did he take a bad half, or was he setting you up there after he said it?
At the plate, Austin Noah, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. Myers leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just...
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over.
Leading off for the Cardinals.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Grissom looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting it.
Into the box now, Tyler O'Neill. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And there's ball one.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Batting none. The center field.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. In there, no balls and a strike. Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the... Digging in for his second at-bat, Trent Grissom. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Line drive to center field. Bader is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, number 23.
Riding in once again, Fernando Tatis Jr. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First offering on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. And this will get all the way to the wall now.
Double Tatis. You got wheels. You got wheels. You got wheels.
Third. The relay. But he is in there with a triple.
Double
Here's
Tatis.
another look at it right here as he drives it right between the two outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
That's our stud player right there, Fernando Tatis. Let's go, Machado.
In now, Manny Machado, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Line toward right center.
Double Machado.
And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is into score.
We got the bats rolling today.
Into second base with an RBI double.
You know, there's just so few places in the strike zone where you can keep this guy from hitting the ball hard. That really is not that bad of a pitch. Just a little bit down and away.
Go Machado.
He's all over it, and he cashes in a run on the double.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. Line toward the gap in left
Go
center.
home, go home, go home.
Base hit. Machado blows through the stop sign, headed for home.
That a boy?
Let's
go, Hoss.
Push their lead to 3 now.
We got our pitching rolling
And
today.
time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way after the mound to pay a quick visit. Striding forward now is the DH, Mitch Moreland. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he has some trouble with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. So a runner at first with 2 away. And up next, it'll be the outfielder, Tommy Pham. First pitch of the at-bat. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
And he fouls this one off.
During the COVID camp and all through the workouts, but you never really know. He got his opportunity with Haas being sick. Maybe it was week 1 or so of the season, and stepped right in and has never looked back.
Jace, thanks for your time. We appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
39-year-old rookie manager out of Smithville, Missouri. Tingler played his college football.
Moreland, the runner at first with 2 gone.
The energy that he brings to the ballpark every day.
Yeah, and he talked about that energy being contagious. And you know what that tells me? I mean, you hear it quite a bit. You talk about a guy that loves to play the game. Doesn't care if he's, you know, down 6-2 or up 6-2. Just a love and a passion to put that uniform on.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 3 innings complete. Padres lead it 3-0. Here's Colton Wong now, back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
Starting pitchers this afternoon, one of them with the confidence and ability to throw anything over in a 3-2 count, and the other guy kind of being restricted to, I'm going to have to go with a heater because I'm not real confident. I can get anything else cross over.
Kim throws his four-seam fastball less than 50% of the time. Breaking ball pulled foul. Again, the payoff. Up, and that one's tomahawk to left. A line drive single for Tatis. And the Padres always a threat at the top of the order now with Machado coming up.
Just uncanny, his ability to take the barrel of the bat to the baseball. And that really being able to figure out the balance between slug and contact. I mean, this is just a whole package.
Mike Maddox is joined by interpreter Craig Choi as they go out to talk with Kwon Young Kim. Well, what would this conversation be about at this point in the game?
You know, here's something I've learned from Mike Maddox a long time ago, particularly when he went down there in Texas and had all that success. He goes to Washington. Now that he's here with St. Louis, he says a lot of times the first thing I do is go out there and ask Yadier Molina, what do you see? And why wouldn't you? The experience that Molina has, the postseason, him back there really having the best view of what's going on out there. And then Mike Maddox will add maybe a little something. He's having trouble with this. Mike Maddox mechanically can tell him what one of those keys is and see if he can't come back. Now, I just think the big conversation right now is let's don't fall behind. Let's don't go 3-2 on a guy like Tatis or a guy like Machado.
Hold on, I'll be back, guys.